What's the holdup on the projects right now?
Well, we wanted to make sure everything was right. You feel me? We wanted to make sure everything was right. I mean, you know more than me. You know, it's all about who we dealing with. You know, I came from waiting a long time with legal shit. You feel me? And believe it or not, you know, the legal shit's still kind of in play. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I can make music and I'm making music, which you know very well. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I mean?
You got some fire.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, we gonna kill it. We gonna kill it, Chop. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you on this journey with me because it's gonna be dope, man. People gonna see, and Camden is gonna see my city. They gonna be proud, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna be like, damn, this nigga done it again. I've been carrying the hood for 3 decades, man. 3 decades since I was 14, 15 years old. Since I was a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still doing it, you know what I mean? But now it's just better, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna hear it, you know what I mean? You're gonna hear how the times sharpen. It's like Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Jay-Z stayed with the times and always come out with great records, you know what I mean? And it's something different. Something different for everybody. I just got back in my bag. I did that vintage Big Lou, the concepts, the bars, you know what I'm saying? That's what people want to hear, and that's what I'm gonna give them.
Yeah, and y'all not ready for my 16 when I'm gonna be kicking. That's right, I'm gonna be coming in with them flames, boy.
Let me hear something. Let me hear something, Chop. Let me hear something, Chop.
Yeah, I leave you annihilated. Your ass got violated. I just demonstrated. You know what I do? I masturbated. Now it's all come on your hair. What you fuck? I don't care. Yeah, I threw it over there. Now you gotta use Nair to remove that shit.
Baby.
What you wanna do? I'm gonna make you lose that shit. You ain't ready for this? You don't know what you. That's right, straight off the dome right there, baby. Hit you with that lyrical chrome, baby.
Fucking Chop. Chop the Magnificent.
Chop Bizzle. Yo, they gonna kill me in the comments and be like,
Chop
oh
the
yeah, now you
Magnificent.
try to act like this, you gonna try blah blah blah.
Yo,
Take a fucking joke.
Chop,
come on, man.
Nah, Chop is a fucking y'all don't really know this man. Behind the scenes, this nigga need a new career because this nigga's a comedian. And I'm talking about on camera too. On camera, you do the illest spoofs and everything. Yo, that should be funny as hell. That's why I be telling you, nigga, you gotta put that shit out.
All right, well, let's move on to this, but you about to be in a movie soon too, right? And this is the one where you not gonna be on the computer acting like you're doing something that you really not doing at all. Okay, this is gonna be a real movie role, okay?
Yo, see, and people don't know that I was in a good movie. That was like what when the Slay days, the K Slay days, and I showed you a piece of that joint, and oh, that was hilarious, yo, because I was I was on a computer. That was the worst acting job in acting history, yo. But I can act now. Don't get it fucked up. Now I can act. You know what I mean? I had to take lessons and shit like that. You know what I mean? And get sharp. So now I can act.
Wait. When you say act, can you just like start shedding a tear randomly coming down? One tear like Denzel and Glory? You know, can you do that?
I really get I could really cry tears, bro. Like I could really cry tears. And
I don't want to see you play a gangster role though. I want to see you in like some kind of like comedy role, like something that's different.
Now I could play a comedy role. I could play a good comedy role. You know what I'm saying? I could play a real good comedy role, and I could play. I don't want to play a gangster role.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gonna be like you one of those actors that just play themselves in every single role. You know?
I want to play a superhero though. I want to be a superhero.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, but I want to play a funny superhero. I want to be like a funny superhero nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I shall beat you with my nightstick.
Like, 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 like the fix or something. Like, call me the fix and shit.
The fix?
Yeah, the fix. Like, you know what
What
I
you
mean?
fixing? The plumbing?
My, my motherfuckers need. The motherfuckers, when them fiends are sick, I'll give them a fix. I was like, fuck with you.
I thought that was your prior job.
Yeah, that was too.
We talking 20 years ago,
Uh,
okay? 20 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Statute
yeah.
of
That's
limitations is
20 years.
passed, okay?
That's old. I've been stopped there,
Yeah.
man.
But I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to see what you got going on. You know what? I would love to see, though. I would love to see a music video in the style of the 90s where they had like those little cut scenes, at the beginning or the middle of the music video where they put like more thought into it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I got something like that. It's
Yeah, I
crazy you
think that
say
would
that.
be crazy.
Nah, it's crazy you say that because I got something like that, and it's actually off the motherfucking the Raekwon joint, Incarcerated Scarfaces. I got
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. Yeah, I did a remix to Incarcerated Scarfaces. That's tough, tough. You know what I'm saying? Watch a million motherfuckers trying to do Incarcerated Scarfaces, man. After they hear that shit, like, yo, I'm gonna do that shit. Yeah, but I did one. I did some. I did a freestyle video to the Incarcerated Scarfaces joint. You know what I mean?
Man, you
That's
just got
dope.
like a whole bag of shit waiting, bro, like to just
Yeah.
unleash.
No, listen, when we drop, and it's gonna be a lot, it's gonna be this year. Everybody like, yo, you taking too long. Nah, it's gonna drop at the right time. Put it like that. It's gonna be the right time because I'm definitely gonna drop. I know it sounds like I'm bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people been like, but Chop more than
Yeah, I
anybody.
know. We've
I've
been
been
doing a
feeding
lot of
you.
talking, a lot of
Yeah,
planning. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. So you know how it's gonna be. So they're gonna be entertained, and our name is gonna get back where it needs to be. And you know what I mean? We just gonna keep it busy, and we gonna do it. We gonna do it. Watch. You know what I mean? Show and prove. Don't show and tell.
All right, Lou. I just want to thank you for your time, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Um, Nah, man, just be on the lookout for a lot of music this year. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna drop. Shout out to the Big Luke fans that stuck with me since day one, because I got a lot of loyal fans that definitely been sticking with me. You know what I mean? Trust me, I ain't been down and out. Just been doing a lot of different shit. You know what I mean? Along with doing the family shit, and you know what I mean, being a father to my kids, you know what I mean, and being a good man and a good husband to my wife. You know what I mean? I'm also still being that artist that's gonna feed the world. And the movie scene is about to get some vintage Big Luke acting too. On some motherfucking Denzel ain't got shit on him. Now you know I'm lying. Now you know I'm lying and shit.
Yo, can you do a role like Will Smith where he had the accent? When he was the doctor and shit like that? Concussion or whatever that was? Like, can you do a role with like a Puerto Rican accent or something? That would be dope.
Yeah, I could do that shit. Yeah, I could do that shit, nigga. What you talking
That
about?
would
You
be
think I can't
dope.
do? I could be like, you want a romantic scene like with me with a chick,
Pause.
or you want talking that shit like with me with a chick? I said me with a chick. I ain't say a nigga, nigga. I said me with a chick. I
All
said me
right.
with a chick. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm ready to show you some acting skills.
All right. Show the acting skills.
To be continued. Nah, shout out to you, Chop, man. Thank you for having me. I think this motherfucking interview was a little bit too short. So we gonna come back and give y'all some more because there's a lot of questions that you didn't ask me, but
What did I
you
ask you?
didn't ask. I don't even know. I'm gonna save it for the next part. Nah, thank you, Chop, for having me, man. Panda Chop, my partner, my brother. Love you. Love the fans for supporting me. Thank you for having me. God bless.